What's up, Vinny
Alright,
Lewis?
what's up, Parker Bata? This is Cheez TV, and I'm interviewing Parker Bata, aka PM Bata, and we're just gonna get a glimpse of his past, present, and future in hip hop, and yeah, just get to know him a little bit more. So Parker, being your friend, one of the closer friends that we were in high school, just tell me a little bit about how you first got into hip hop, and specifically rap music.
So the way I got into hip hop was kind of like getting into music, like in the beginning, like in general. I kind of started piano lessons in second grade, and then I moved on to doing trumpet before sixth grade, because both my parents are band directors. So from there, like in elementary school, I saw like videos of this kid George Watsky rapping really fast, and I was like, wow, I wanna do that. And so I started writing raps and stuff in elementary school. And from there, I took it to Lincoln. I kept doing it at Lincoln. Actually, I got a lot of hate every time I tried to rap at Lincoln. It was a struggle. And honestly, thinking back now, I feel like a lot of people would have stopped trying to rap at that time, but like I never actually did. Just because like even if there were some points I stopped telling people about my music for like a couple of years, I didn't stop making it. Just because I actually started listening to hip hop music since that day, and then from then I was like, wow, this is actually the type of stuff I want to make. It's kind of like if you like something enough, like no matter how much hate you get, if you're still passionate about it, you're still gonna do it. You know what I mean? That's a connection with you and the thing that you're passionate about. That doesn't involve anybody else. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel that, because I remember in sixth grade, like, we made a rap. It was in science class, and I did the beat, and you did the lyrics, and I mean, I personally thought it was fire. I've always been a fan of your music, and so I'm glad that the world will get a bigger glimpse, into your talent. So just tell me a little bit about some people that are, I guess you would say, your inspirations, and kind of like they inspired you more to get further into hip hop.
Okay, I'll do that chronologically. Actually, so I first said George Watsky, right? His like video was kind of the thing that got me into rap. Then I want to say Will Smith, because I was actually listening to Will Smith before George Watsky, but I didn't even like comprehend that it was rap. Like I didn't really comprehend it was something I could do. I didn't specify it as a genre of music, because like I never, when I was in elementary school and stuff, it was like up north where there's like not that much diversity. And so coming to Lincoln, it was completely different. Like I was able to like immerse myself in culture that was in turn popular culture, right? And actually see a bigger perspective on the world. And I got into social media and stuff like that. But that's just like growing up, right? And so from there, the artists I started listening to were Mac Miller. I really like he was like the first person that I kind of copied. I kind of copied him, like the way I actually wrote my lyrics, the way I delivered it. The first couple songs I made were actually remixes to his songs. Then next, I would have to say it was probably Chance the Rapper and Childish Gambino both, because that kind of got me into the idea that, all right, hip hop is like, yeah, there's like the mainstream hip hop, and then there's like an alternative, because at that point Chance the Rapper coming out with that stuff, that was completely different. Like how he used his voice, the different things he did, getting into like also using pitch with rap as well. And then from there, it's just I kind of branched out and just listened to a whole bunch of different artists and type of hip hop, because it's a very important distinction that needs to be made between rap and hip hop. Like there's rap, right? And then rappers are hip hop artists. Like not all hip hop artists are rappers, you know what I mean? There's so many different genres in hip hop. Like it encompasses pretty much all the popular music that you hear nowadays. Like it's in everything.
And, so tell me a little bit about what you're doing right now with your music, and changing with it, and trying to keep consistent with it, how you promote yourself, and also like what you see your future in hip hop and rap.
Okay, well, currently I've kind of started branching away from the normal stuff I've been doing, because the normal stuff I've been doing, it started to become like a formula, like you make the beat, chorus, verse, like the arrangement, the form and everything. Like I need something to allow me to be more creative with it. And I noticed this when I dropped my album, The Museum, and that was probably the most recent. That was the most recent project that I've actually made, and I put it out, and I was super proud of it. It got a good amount of buzz with it. But like listening back to it, I started hearing like it might just be a personal thing, but a lot of the things were just the same things, changed up and repeated over like again throughout the same song, the same form, the same keys, the same rhythms. It's like it got to a point where I was like, wow, this is like the same. This is like one song, you know. And I don't know if other people will listen to it and think it's the same thing, but like I realized that I need to take it to a different place, and so I actually started listening to a lot of music that inspires me to be more creative. Like that's like Saba, that's Smino, that's No Name, that's Tierra Wag. It's like there's so many different people that are like doing weird, different stuff with music, and that's kind of like what I want to do. And also I'm trying to incorporate more live instruments, and then more of my trumpet, my own trumpet. Because like I play trumpet. That's like when I go to college, that's my main instrument when I'm there. So I need to incorporate all the different things that I've learned, and including the theory and stuff I've learned. So I need to branch out as a musician, not just a hip hop artist. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel that.
And yeah.
So I know that you're pretty talented with producing beats and making your own music. But like, just talk a little bit more about like where you get most of your beats from, and just let people know really who makes most of the beats you rap on.
Okay, well the person who makes most of the beats I rap on is me. I actually make all the beats I rap on. There's actually, I mean, the only time I rap on something that's not my beat is if it's like for a contest or if somebody sends me it and I'm featured on their stuff. Otherwise, I make all my own stuff, and that's kind of like an important thing to help you become a musician rather than just a rapper, rather than just a singer, rather than just that makes you an artist. Like being able to make your own stuff and to mold like the foundation of your song, to mold the instrumental to what you need, like to your own liking. And that's kind of like why I make my own stuff too.
Yeah, pretty much like becoming like just 100% in tune with the whole product of it.
Exactly, and that's why I also feel like I have no excuse to like start to make the same stuff over and over again when I'm literally in control of what I'm making. I don't need to just put something on loop. Like the entire track is at the palm of my hands, and not only do I produce the beats, like I mix it and I master it myself. Like that's my major in college, music technology. Like I put all the effects on vocals, all the plugins, balance all the levels, and then master it. And that's the museum, the entire thing. That was all me. Like in the studio, probably for I would say weeks, like in total time of being in the studio. Like there's one, I think the longest session I did in the studio was like 12 hours, like in a row, maybe 14 actually, 14 hours in a row, like overnight. It was, yeah, because other people have to use it, and so like I was like the only time I can get it is like in the middle of the night. So it was definitely tiring, but also worth it because I think I make the best stuff when I'm exhausted.
Definitely, I feel that. So you've been getting a little bit more buzz recently with your song Problems. You got another song close to 100,000 views. Tell me how you feel about that, and just what that's done for you, just on a personal level with your music and everything.
Well, I think it was amazing when Promoting Sounds actually reposted Someone Save Me, and then it also gave me a connection with them. So I actually sent them my entire album before I dropped it, and they was like, hey, you can pick something, you can post it too, and they picked Problems. And they actually replied to me, so that was, since they know me now. But it was kind of like, I feel like I kind of don't, how am I gonna word this? I feel like I don't appreciate all the love I get enough. Like I don't, and I kind of do that intentionally because I'm worried that if I do like give in to like, oh my gosh, I have 100,000 views on a video, right? Then if I accept that as like being my best, then it kind of brings me down to it, and it sucks on two different levels because like I'm worried that if I do acknowledge it, if I do see that like I'm still a low enough status that it'll just be like a regular person talking to another regular person, and like it'll eventually, that'll just diminish the buzz because it won't make me seem like an artist. It'll just make me seem like an average Joe, and that sounds bad, but also I do want to show people that I'm appreciative of like the love I get and the fact that people listen. And it just sucks when I'm at this level right now and I'm like, I don't know how to communicate with my fans, because it's hard to like believe that I actually have fans. You know what I mean? Like how, and it's kind of, it's just different. It's just hard because I'm in like a weird state right now. Actually, even in my song Online, that's what I even talked about this.
Yeah.
I said I'm afraid if I reply, they'll see me as an average Joe.
Yeah.
Or an average guy. Wow. They just said that. That was the one that went. But yeah, that's kind of like my mindset, and it's still a struggle right now because like I don't even know how to communicate with everybody who follows me or hits me up and stuff, because I don't even know how they see me. You know, all I do is make music in my dorm room and in my bedroom, and then post it. Like I don't ever want to act like I'm bigger than I am, because in reality I'm literally using the same stuff I did 3 years ago, and it's not like I'm blown up or anything yet. So it's just kind of like I don't know how to even see myself.
And I just wanted to ask you real quick, like even though you are a young artist and you do got a little bit of buzz, do you have any like, I guess, advice or words of wisdom maybe to, I don't know, somebody else that's trying to come up with their music or just, you know, make a name for themselves in the music industry?
Yeah, you can't really ever do it alone. Like, it's so hard to actually do it alone. Like, you have to understand that even though I do produce all my own stuff, I'm not the person taking all my videos and doing all my pictures, right? That's Craig Richard. I'm not the person who's featuring all my music, because my music, that's Before the Grapevine, that's Danny Hayden, that's Ian Carver, that's Scuzz, that's Richard Fisher, right? That's like all these different people are with me, giving me feedback, telling me how to do this. I have people offering to put me, like, to manage me, but they're like from St. Louis and stuff like that. It's like you have to realize that music is a team effort. You can make your music, right? You can have a song that's amazing, but what are you gonna do with it if you don't have somebody else to talk about it? If you don't have somebody else to help distribute it, to help give you advice, give you feedback, and put it in the right places? And it's just even I would have to say even your fans are a part of the music making and producing process. So don't ever try to just do this alone if you actually want to get somewhere. And that's something that I've been learning recently. That because like I can't just make something and then expect it to blow up. You have to talk to people like that can take the music to places, like promoting sounds and stuff. So it's definitely hard to do. Like if it's just a hobby or something, then I understand that. But if you actually want to blow up, you need to make connections and find people. And I think the internet is an amazing place to do that as well. So yeah, that's kind of like my biggest advice to like artists.
Well, thank you for your time today, Parker.
Yes, no problem.
Again, this is Cheez TV, and this is Parker Bata, PM Bata.